She sang for America for over 70 years, but now, at 90, Loretta Lynn refuses to sing anymore. She wants to speak the truth. Born in Butcher Hollow, Kentucky, into poverty and surrounded by hardship, Loretta was married at 15, raising children while trying to survive in a world built to silence women. Her music was not about fantasy. It was about pain, endurance, and rebellion. Behind every hit was a wound. Behind every melody, a fight against a system stacked against her. The songs became her armor, turning shame into Grammys and violence into lyrics that shook the nation. But survival came at a cost. For decades, she endured abuse, betrayal, and humiliation from the men she trusted most. Now, in the twilight of her life, Loretta names the 5 men who hurt her the most, not out of bitterness, but to reclaim her story, to expose the hidden battles behind the glamour of country music. These names are the ghosts behind her songs, the ones she never forgot. 1. Doolittle Lynn, the husband who beat me. The first name on Loretta's list is her husband, Doolittle Lynn. To the public, he was her partner, the man who encouraged her first recordings and raised their 6 children alongside her. But behind closed doors, he was the first prison of her life. Loretta met him at 13, married at 15, and quickly realized that love could hurt more than it could heal. The honeymoon brought the first slap, a horrifying introduction to a lifetime of violence. From broken arms to being forced to kneel in the yard for minor mistakes, Doolittle's jealousy and possessiveness grew with her fame. Every award, every applause only fueled his insecurity and alcohol-fueled aggression. Apologies followed punches, and the cycle continued for nearly 5 decades. Doolittle's love was possession disguised as affection, and Loretta endured it silently for years, writing songs to survive. Only now, at 90, she admits the truth. She wishes she had walked away earlier, wished she hadn't wasted melodies trying to save a marriage built on fear. Her hatred is not from fleeting anger, but from a lifetime of endurance forced upon a young girl. 2. Conway Twitty, the nameless betrayer. Conway Twitty, the duet partner who stole her trust and professional recognition, is the second man on her list. Fans adored them as the golden country couple, singing hits like Louisiana Woman, Mississippi Man. But behind the stage, Conway controlled the narrative, the tours, and even the publicity. Loretta's name was printed smaller, her career trajectory manipulated to elevate his image. The 1975 radio interview, where Conway claimed he had given her a second career, shattered her illusions. Loretta realized she had been reduced to a grateful muse, while the man she trusted thrived on her labor and talent. Love and admiration were replaced with exploitation. Despite singing together for years, she never viewed him the same again. Conway's betrayal wasn't physical. It was the theft of her voice, her professional dignity, and the dream she had fought for since childhood. His manipulation showed her the cold truth about the industry. Talent alone could be stolen, minimized, or reshaped without her consent. Her hatred is rooted in this relentless undermining, in the betrayal of someone she once believed could be a partner both in life and on stage. 3. Merle Haggard, the public humiliation. The third man on Loretta's list is Merle Haggard, the colleague she trusted as a brother. Their on-stage camaraderie was well known, but backstage and in public moments, he humiliated her in ways that cut deeper than any physical wound. On live television, Merle once joked about her like a hen crowing on time, eliciting laughter from hosts and the audience while leaving Loretta frozen with shame. To him, it was humor. To Loretta, it was a reminder that her talent and contributions could be belittled for entertainment, her humanity ignored. Unlike Doolittle's violence or Conway's professional manipulation, Merle's betrayal was public and humiliating, making her a spectacle for ridicule. That form of betrayal, mockery in front of millions, stung because it exposed her vulnerability to the world. Loretta's hatred stems from the deep injustice of being laughed at while maintaining her dignity silently. She survived, but the memory remains, a lesson in how trust can be twisted into ridicule. Merle's actions remind her that not all wounds are visible, and the cost of standing as a woman in country music is enduring betrayal at every level. 4. David Allan Coe, the music that attacked. David Allan Coe represents one of the cruelest forms of betrayal Loretta Lynn endured: psychological and artistic attack. In 1984, while she was at the height of her career and nominated for a Grammy, Coe released an underground song that directly mocked her. Unlike physical abuse or professional sabotage, his weapon was music itself, twisting her voice and persona into a caricature of abuse and degradation. He painted her as a woman who loved being beaten, a grotesque distortion of her life experiences. Though the track never hit mainstream radio, it spread through black market cassettes across the South, amplifying the humiliation at a time when she should have been celebrated. Loretta considered legal action, but quickly realized she was alone. Her lawyer warned that no one would back her in fighting Coe, leaving her isolated against a system that tolerated such attacks. She had to endure the award ceremony the next night, smiling on stage while his mocking lyrics echoed in her mind, a stark reminder that survival in the industry often meant performing under emotional siege. 5. Johnny Cash, The Silence That Burned. Johnny Cash, the man Loretta once considered a brother in music, embodies a different, subtler kind of betrayal: silence when she needed support the most. In the late 1990s, Loretta faced quiet blacklisting for speaking out on women's rights, ageism, and the constraints placed on female artists. While she endured public scrutiny and subtle professional exclusion, she had expected at least one trusted peer to defend her. Cash's failure to speak up was crushing. In one televised interview, he offered only a sad smile and vague words, signaling neither condemnation of the injustice nor encouragement for her. To Loretta, this silence wasn't neutral. It was abandonment. She had trusted him, believed that his voice and moral presence would shield her from the unfair attacks she endured. The absence of support stung deeper than any direct insult, because it was betrayal from someone she considered a moral and emotional ally. This nuanced hatred is a testament to how expectations and trust can magnify pain. Cash did not actively harm her, but his failure to stand up when it mattered left a wound of its own. For Loretta, this moment crystallized a painful truth. Survival often means navigating not just enemies, but the silence of friends who fail to defend you. Conclusion: Loretta Lynn's triumph over pain. Loretta Lynn's life story is the ultimate testament to resilience, courage, and the power of voice. Each of the 5 men she named, Doolittle Lynn, Conway Twitty, Merle Haggard, David Allan Coe, and Johnny Cash, represents a distinct form of betrayal. Yet in every instance, she endured, adapted, and rose stronger. Physical abuse from Doolittle taught her endurance. Professional exploitation by Conway showed her the cost of misplaced trust. Public humiliation by Merle revealed the cruelty of mockery. Psychological attacks from Coe exposed how art could be weaponized, and Johnny Cash's silence highlighted the pain of unmet expectations. Through all these challenges, Loretta never allowed her spirit to be broken. She transformed personal pain into music that resonated with millions, turning injustice into lyrical rebellion. Her story reminds us that survival is not merely passive endurance, it is an active, conscious act of courage, defiance, and self-preservation. Even at 90, she stands unbroken, boldly naming truths that many feared to speak, reclaiming her story, and ensuring her voice is heard on her own terms.